Hi folks, welcome back to my series on SQL Server 2012 for developers. My name is Mark Dunn and this is lesson 5. We're going to look at different ways we can summarize data using some functionality built into SQL Server. Let's go ahead and get started. A little bit about myself. My name is Mark Dunn. I'm a Microsoft Regional Director covering the Southeast USA. I'm also a Microsoft Most Valuable Professional or MVP in the area of Visual Basic.net, as well as being the president of Dunn Training Incorporated, an Atlanta-based training company. You can learn more about us at our website, www.dunntraining.com. I'm also a Microsoft Certified Database Administrator, a Certified Solution Developer, and a Certified Trainer. I've been teaching literally thousands of students about SQL Server for the past 15 years. Let's take a look at our agenda. Our next gripping topic is grouping and summarizing data, so let's jump right into that. We're next going to learn about using the group by and having clauses in our queries. Now these are very important. They allow us to mix together aggregate and non-aggregate columns. To start out with, the syntax for this method is very simple. We do a select column list like we normally would, and we're going to wind up putting a mixture of aggregate and non-aggregate columns in the select list. Here's the key. Anytime we mix those non-aggregate columns, we have to reference the non-aggregate column in the group by clause down here at this section. We also have the ability optionally to filter out aggregated results using conditions with a having clause. So always think about where filtering rows prior to the aggregates being applied. After the aggregates get applied, we can then filter those resulting rows. So now you know what's going on with rollup. The more columns we add, the more summary rows we would wind up getting. And you want to be careful how you use an order by clause to make sure you sort things such that they make sense when they come back. Okay, next we're going to take a look at cube. As I mentioned here, cube kicks things up another notch by calculating a summary row for every combination of grouping columns that you put in your query. Now there's a limitation with using cube. None of your aggregates can use the distinct keyword, or you'll get an error if you attempt to use cube. Very much like rollup, we'll revisit this in a future chapter and look at the way it works with something called grouping functions. Both rollup and cube work with grouping functions. Now let's start out by keeping it simple and take a look at how cube differs from rollup.